Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It's Workers Wednesday. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Last video, we designed our airport, and I think it's going to look pretty dang good. We have a lot of stuff that's got to be built, so a lot of stuff's going to get skipped in this video. Sorry about it, just the way it is. But I did want to show you kind of what I'm working on. And that long underground wire is done up to this point. And so they're working on it. They got a lot of work to do left, but they're working on it, right? And I've also got some of the helicopters going in and kind of just delivering some of the basic resources for these paths and stuff. So we're gonna start getting the taxiways and stuff gone with gravel and everything. So you might notice there's this big white sort of wall. That's exactly what it is. It's a wall that's surrounding the airport. I just decided to do something, maybe it's not creative, I don't know, but I just decided, you know, I think it'd be nice if we really had tight security at our airport. And we just make sure that there's a wall all the way around it, and that people can't just walk in. You gotta go through a security checkpoint. And so I started to kind of figure out where that wall would be around here. And this is an afterthought. I didn't originally plan this, but I thought, you know, this might be kind of cool. So in addition to having Zernowski's office working on this long road going around here, I've also got a wall that goes around the outside like this. And I don't know if there's enough space. I hope there is. Really hope there is, because I can't really go back on it at this point. I'm kind of already committed to this, but I'm hoping that there's enough space to where the wings of our plane don't clip this. The idea is that the big planes are using the big runway, and the little planes are going to be, or smaller planes, I guess they're medium-sized planes, will be using this one. And I'm just really hoping that their wings aren't long enough to where they're going to be clipping through this wall. I don't think they are. I think they're going to be fine on this distance, but I don't know it. And I got the wall kind of going all the way around here, so you can kind of see what I'm up against here. I went a little bit wider here because I felt like the planes, they're gonna have to lift off, of course, but there's a wall, and that wall has some height to it. You can kind of see how tall the wall is compared to this bus, for example. It's a pretty good sized wall. Nobody's gonna be just simply climbing over this thing, all right? I mean, I guess ropes and ladders exist, right? So yeah, they can go over it, but it's much more difficult than if they were just to casually walk, right? And I wanted to get a good distance away from the end of the runway in case the planes are taking off from this side, so that's what we did. And then I also had this other thing where I kind of want this big electrical thing here. It's sort of sticking out into our airport, but I want it. Again, there's a lot of role playing to this. It doesn't really matter, but just hear me out with the role play aspect, okay? I don't want construction crews who are doing maintenance and electrical crews that are doing maintenance and stuff to have to get through an airport security checkpoint just to work on this stuff. So the wall kind of goes around that. And I have full access to all of the stuff that's built into this. So I can kind of go wherever I want with these things still, underground, whatever. But I get full access because this road goes around and connects here. At least it's supposed to. I'm pretty sure it does. It's just graphically messed up right now. But I'm pretty confident this road is under there. It's just doing some weird things with the terrain at the moment. Let me just, I really hope I didn't just screw it up. But I'm pretty sure that works. Yeah, we're just going to wrap around like that. It says too sharp, but I'm pretty confident it'll work. Just got to back it up a little bit here. Yeah, it'll work. Okay. So anyway, they can get into these and perform maintenance and stuff on these, okay? And again, more of the role-playing for aspect of it is I'm using the walls that are kind of naturally built into these tunnels as like a part of the wall for the airport. So we kind of go up to this front side here, and then it comes off of this. And then it comes over here. It's going to use this part right here, and then it comes off of this, okay? So you can kind of see how I'm using that. Okay. So anyway, it goes all the way around, and then there's these parts here where the road has to go in, and these are the fence gates, which I'm again role-playing as a security checkpoint. You know, car's gonna come in here, cool. What you coming in here for? That kind of thing. We're just checking on you, right? Making sure you're not doing anything, because this is our airport, and this is our, you know, our factories and stuff to create airplanes or cargo's coming in on this side, right? And we want to make sure we know who's coming in this area for safety. But then I had two things that are a problem with this. The first is that I've got cars that are just going to be driving in here. I got buses that are just pulling directly into this area. So like you could just take a bus into here and then walk around wherever you want, right? Obviously, that's not what we want. But that's what we got right now. And so I decided, okay, well, we're going to need some kind of checkpoint for people who are coming into the airport. So we got one that's coming right here. And of course, they're going to have to be on the other side of this tunnel because I don't have any room for that checkpoint here. So it's going to be on the outside of this tunnel. And the other good thing about this is that these walls, if you haven't used them before, these walls, they're nice and all, but they don't really work super well unless you can wrap all the way around and connect to itself. And if you're doing that, you can't pass through it. So if you want to get to the other side of the wall, you have to have these gates. So it gives me a mechanism to let, you know, roads go through there. And so I can connect it to these gates, and then it ends up being like, you know, closed off. The second problem I have, though, is this area. I mean, at the moment, it's real easy to just get in the airport without having to go through any security at all. You just get out of your apartment, walk across the road right here, and just walk across the tracks. And look, if you could just walk in, there you go. I don't want that to be able to happen. Not that I don't trust my citizens, but they probably brought in some dirty capitalists from out of town on the airport, of course. And then they're going to be doing things, and they're going to be just, you know, up to their nefarious capitalistic acts. You know what they're doing. So then they'll just walk into our airport, you know. Maybe they'll slap a couple of stickers talking about, you know, individual liberties and, you know, you could own a business too, that kind of crap, right? We don't want that stuff in here. So we're going to want to make sure that we're knowing everyone that's in this area, basically, okay? So the thing is, I can't really make this go all the way around because it can't cross through any... It can't cross through tracks. It can't cross through factory connections is the big thing right now. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have to change the track just a little bit here, which I don't know about the space for. Again, this is all about role play. So if I can't do it and it's a super big burden, I'll just abandon it. It's fine because none of this is functional. Okay, these gates and stuff are not functional. I mean, they are in the sense that, you know, they'll let cars pass through them, but they're not functional as in they're actually checking people's IDs, okay? So that's what it. So anyway, the road goes in through here, and then I've got the gravel roads that'll be here. There's another airport. What's it called? What do they call this thing? It's just an airport, not terminal, airport road connection. Okay, that's all this is. All right, and this is another one that's going to take it and hook it up to the taxiway. Okay, but all these roads, right, to get in here to the storage and any airport cargo that's coming in, right? We obviously want to check that. Can't just let anybody in where our airport cargo is coming in. So that's what these little checkpoints are for. And so what we'll do is instead of having this fence gate, which is like a road connection, which is what we've been using, I'm going to try and use the railway gate. Okay. The railway gate has the road connection, but it also, I believe, if I tear down, what I'm planning to do is tear down this right here. Okay, so this rail after this junction point, I'm basically saying right about here is where I want to put this. And if I can do that, then the wall can go, and I'm gonna build this much later, of course, but the wall can go around. Well, I'm gonna have to be creative with this wall because I also need to be able to get a road in here for the railroad connector too. So like this road has to exist, but this rail needs to be moved over. And so there's gonna have to be this really tight road right up against this, basically. And so I'm gonna need to do that. But then also the wall needs to get in there too. So I gotta figure out exactly where this is going. Maybe we'll start with the wall because I think the wall is way less flexible, right? And this needs to go around the wall. So in actual fact, I think this actually needs to go out like this and then go around about like this. And then the road will be, the wall will be in through here. So I call it a Mauer. What is this? What is that word? Mauer? It's spelled like Bauer, but, you know, with an M. So I'm going to go with Mauer. It's the tallest wall in the game. So that's kind of why I'm going with it. Unless you mod. If you mod, I don't know what the tallest wall is, but it's a tall wall, okay? And we're just going to wrap it around. There we go. Wrap it around this side. Wrap it around this building. and then it just kind of goes straight back this way. So I'm getting a maximum amount of space with this. And then the idea is then we would use the railroad gate, and assuming this railroad is no longer here and it's instead connected to this, I would be able to get that side of the wall hooked up to the right side of this building. See? And then the wall would then go around between the rail here and the station, and then all of these roads go away. They're not really functional right now anyway. Kind of there as placeholders for later, but I can just get rid of all of these because this is going to be connected here. So I already have the road connection for this. So I can kind of just get rid of all of these roads if I'm doing that, right? So for now, I can just get rid of these to kind of show an example. Once I delete this, I won't be able to bring it back. That's my problem because it's too close to the rail. So if I delete this, I can't bring it back. But you can kind of see where I'm going with it, I think, anyway. And I need to keep this now for maintenance sake because this one isn't connected. And so we're going to basically have this going past, back here, right? And then it'll, continue from this side and goes around to another railway gate that'll be on this side. Okay. Same thing, goes in, and then you can see it wants to actually automatically connect to that side now. So, and that's where it'll be, and that's how it will wrap this wall all the way around the airport. So I'll need to rebuild the tracks here a little bit is where I'm getting with this, and I think it's probably okay to start that now since this isn't really all that busy. So I think I'll probably pull it. I want it after this junction, I think. So I mean, it kind of has to be there, right? So I think maybe we can get rid of all of this up to the signal, and we'll just rebuild it at the right angles and stuff all the way up to the signal. It gives me more flexibility that way. So we'll go ahead and do that, and let's get rid of the signal semaphore there too. That is not a great thing, is it? No, it is not. Let's try this instead. We're gonna go there and there. I don't want this whole thing to be like that. There we go. That's better. So we'll get this torn out, and then we're also gonna get this torn out. Now, if I do that, there's nothing connected to the station, so this is what's delivering their survival supplies. So this is inconsequential right now. It's a perfect time to do it, actually. So why don't we actually pull this? Let's get rid of this. No? Really? Wow. All right, well, thankfully, I really didn't do very much before that crash, so nice. We're just going to go ahead and make sure that the construction office knows about these deconstructions. So we'll just go ahead and select those. And the rail construction office should come out here and break that down pretty quickly. But that actually reminds me that I should probably check this because I don't think this office does any deconstruction. No. I don't really think they do any deconstruction here. Because it's good because I didn't actually hook up any way for them to offload, stuff like that. They don't have a way for like mixed waste to get dropped off. So that's a good thing. Like there's the regular people waste for mixed waste, but there's not the construction waste stuff that can be dropped off with breaking down rails like this one has. So this one over here has this, right? And that's like when we break down rails, all the construction materials from doing that end up in here. And then there's dedicated trucks that actually haul it out of here and bring it over to the regular trash processing. So, yeah. How are we good? Are we good? Looks like the prison's on and off. That's a little weird. All right. Cool. Yeah, and we're going to start getting on and off here just a little bit here, too. We have the 2 extra wind power plants on. So those are providing some supplemental power to these buildings, keeping most of them on. But some of these are just still rolling blackouts. I'm trying my best to get there, okay? I gotta get the construction crews doing this. And then they're also doing these roads. And they're also doing all this stuff here, too, laying down the foundations and stuff for here, too. There's just a lot of construction happening currently. And I've been tempted for like 25 videos to turn realistic off and just hit the button and let them build real quick, but I can't bring myself to do it just yet. Not just yet. We're getting very close to the point where the game is, I don't want to say unplayable, but you know what I mean? Like we're getting close to the point where it's just like, dude, can we just get this over with? But I'm still in it. I'm still in it for now. Okay. So yeah, when these are done, then those will go here. And then I'll get the road going or the wall going and stuff here too. I think it's probably okay at this point to go in and say it's okay to like to build the wall. But I just wanted to make sure I had everything finalized because I really don't want them to have to build this and then tear it down and all that stuff. So I really wanted to make sure I had a firm plan that I knew was going to work for this wall to go all the way around before I started building it. Because otherwise, you know, there's no point in the wall if it's just going to stop right here and it's wide open right here, right? So let's make sure I can connect it all the way before I do that. As far as constructions go, everything that doesn't require maintenance for ongoing maintenance, all of that stuff is allowed to be constructed. That's basically taxiways and runways. And then there's the access points to get in there. So like the airport road connector, the road connections and stuff, I can probably disallow that one. It's not as important, but these ones here are enabled so that we can get in. We just have to get the roads done first, which is the part that's going on right now. And then over here, because this is where our airplane production is going to be, right? We need two things over here. And I got enough space to where I can make this happen because there's a little bit of a gap here, right? It's open space. So the first thing we're going to do is allow people to drive here to work in this building. And I'm so excited about underground parking because I didn't know it was there before, but I'm excited about this underground parking stuff now. So we're going to put this. I don't think I can do this because I don't have anything in the area that can alter the terrain. Oh, I guess I do. Okay, I didn't know I did, but here we go. So we're going to put that there, okay? Underground parking. Nice, right? But bus stop. Obviously want to connect it to, you know, mass transportation as well. So we're going to put a bus stop in here, and I kind of wanted to give a little bit extra room for the bus stop just because there may be two buses trying to pass by each other and stuff. So I kind of wanted to get a little bit more room. I don't have the room over here, so I don't have the luxury of that over here. But I'm choosing to put the bus stop over here because the walking paths are on this side. So we'll go about like this. And then the walking path, it doesn't really need to be anything fancy. We can get away with this. The dirt path is fine because it's so short. And then the road would just connect. Kind of want it to be a little curvy. Just give a little character. There we go. It's about like that. And there we go. So now we can get a bus stop, bus route in here. And of course, the buses, you know, maybe we'll have like special design buses that have like an auto, okay, you guys are okay. Okay, you guys are okay. To get workers in here, right? But then anyone who drives in here has got to check in, you know, maybe they swipe their key card or something, and then they're allowed to come in here and park under the underground, right? There you go. And then we can go off and do these things. So all the taxiways are enabled. You see the construction is enabled here. The runways and stuff are enabled there as well. And you know, the underground tunnel in here is, but the bus stop is not. The airport terminal is not, right? Because it requires maintenance. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. And they're really only delivering these things because I got helicopters on that stuff. I don't think there's much else to talk about until the stuff is done. I'm trying to kind of condense and make these videos kind of focused. We should have oil over here now. Yep, we do. And we have a train that comes out here and gets it. So the oil trains do come out here now. It takes them a little longer, but they're essentially told to, you know, stop off at the original first, then they stop at the one by chemicals, then they stop at this one, then they go deliver. And so every time we bring oil over here, it should be fairly full train every time we bring oil here. That's the hope anyway. This train's filling up pretty nicely. This one here is getting a little bit of fuel because it's going to drop it off over at Magnitograd and stuff too. And then it should have just dropped off a pretty good amount of oil, I guess. Yeah. Okay. I mean, we're still processing it, but we're doing pretty well on fuel is where I'm getting at with this. It's happening. Okay. There's nothing, no problems over here. As soon as this really long underground wire gets done, which is going to here. Ooh. Is it done now? I mean, I have had all the construction crews doing it. So like Magnitograd was taking care of this side. It's not quite done yet. Magnitograd's crews are taking care of this side along with the helicopters. And then when it gets to here, they're split into different segments. So it's not one long job. It's like a few different jobs. And that's intentional to make it to where the crews that are in this area can work on this segment. and Zernovsky's crews could work on that segment, and then, you know, Magninograd can work on this segment, and it's coming along nicely by having everybody doing that at the highest priority as well on everyone who's working on it. And so it looks like right now we just have 3650 work days left on this segment, which is, I think this is the longest segment that there was. But after that, it's all done. Wow. All the way up to here. And also out. All the way done, all the way to here too. Nice. So basically, we're ready to start setting up. You know, the final bits of this plan is getting another transformer over here so that we could serve Cernikova the nuclear power, is what I wanted to do over here, right? So we can get a power transformer. I'm not sure where this is going. I didn't really plan this ahead. Right here would be kind of cool if I could put it right in here. Yeah, that'd be neat. Could put it right here. Let's put this over here, taking out some more trees. It's just the way it is. And then from this, remember, this is a 12 megawatt line running out this way, and we can expand it with another 7. There's no point in going any more than that because the switches will, you know, they'll max out. But I'm thinking just out loud how much I will really need. And I think maybe a 7 underground here would be okay. I think I'm okay with that. I don't think it would take that much, though. There's not really a lot of production in this area. There is, you know, the hospital and stuff, but we have some of the power coming from the other side too. Like, that is still being served over there. So I don't think we need much. Let's do a 5. I don't think I'm going to regret that. You know, it doesn't matter, right? Let's just do the 7. Do the 7. Because if we don't use it, then we don't use it. But just do the 7. Should we go above ground with this? Because there's a tunnel right here too. It might make it a little more challenging. Maybe we will. Let's. I'm gonna go 8. I'm gonna give him 8, and that'll just be the way it goes. Right about there. Yeah, and then from. Can't see where the dot is. Right here. Yep. And over. Oh, you suck. There it is. That works. Right there. Perfect. And then you go there. All right. So we'll build that. And then we just need a few, you know, strategically positioned substations through here that can just provide supplemental power for everything else. That's all their job is. So like maybe right here, you can put one right here. I like that. And then we'll put another one maybe right over here. That'll help with the hospital and the prisons now as well. Right there, yeah. Doesn't quite get the other prison, does it? We'll scoot it over here. Let's put it here instead. So this one can go. This one can go away. We don't need that one. And let's put another one in. Remember, these things cap out too. So if I put like 2, 3, 5s, 3 of them is my 6, and I just gave this an 8. So I kind of want to spread that out into like at least 4 of these things. So we can go 4. Maybe we'll put another one over here. There's this too. And I'm not sure whether or not I can feed this from 2 sides. I've been meaning to try that because you'll notice the whether it's this one or this one doesn't really matter, but you'll notice they have 3 connections. And I've never tried before connecting multiple lines into one. So for all I know, you know, it says 2.5, but you know, maybe I stick a 1.5 into this side, and then it's like, oh, you're maxing out. If only you had done the 2, 3, 5 instead. I'm wondering if I can feed another line into it and make up the difference without having to just like upgrade it. So I really don't know. I would assume I could, because, you know, the arrows are still there. It's signifying that I can still do it. But in practicality, like I'm thinking in real life, you probably wouldn't want to do that. Have 2 different power sources pumping into the substation. I don't I don't think you'd want to do that. I could be very wrong in that. Maybe somebody can correct me, but you know, my knowledge of, you know, I'm not an electrician or anything. My knowledge of that stuff is pretty limited, but I just feel like that's a dangerous thing, and you wouldn't want multiple power sources going into one substation. I maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Let me know in the comments whether I'm just being paranoid or not. We're gonna put another one, I think, maybe right here if it fits. It'll fit right there. As long as the walking path fits, though, to it. That's gotta work too. It kind of does. And technically, it is hooking onto that, so it does work. Okay, traffic is predictably heavy in this little area. It's a very busy intersection for this whole city, but that's how it is in cities sometimes, you know. Personal cars for the win. And then we're gonna go, let's see, how about, we need the underground lines here, so we're gonna go 185s, I guess. So we'll put a 185. You know, honestly, this one here is gonna suck all the juice, I think. So we'll put a one above ground here. Put the full capacity one above ground right over here. This one here, and then that goes to there. There we go. This spot here, I think I want to go underground just so I don't, so I don't have everything making a big mess. But I suppose if I go here, see, if I go here with you, I could get to here maybe, right? Ooh, kinda. Yeah, I can get there. That's really next to that building, isn't it? But it does let me do it, so okay. And then I can go over maybe here. I'm hoping I can just go right into that side post there. No, I can't. How about here? Ooh, yes, and oh, yeah. So it's just a little hard to reach this one, and I don't really want that to be there anyway. I mean, I could probably tweak that. You know, maybe you come from this one to see where it's allowed. You know, that kind of thing is possible, I suppose. Actually, right there, that would do it. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm already started. I was just gonna say going underground just makes it look cleaner from the outside, but this isn't that bad. I can make do. Right there. Yeah, it's not super close to buildings, right? Yeah, it's not clipping or anything. It's fine. It's fine. And goes this way, right there. Yeah, and then it's into there. Is that too low? You guys are driving underneath it? You guys are fine. Tall trucks? I don't really see many tall trucks, but I don't think there's any truck in the game that's taller than that, so we're good. Okay. So that takes care of two, and those are the main two, really, like, that are sucking down the power in this area. For this one here, I'm definitely going to go underground for this one, so like a 185. We'll go off this side, I guess. And, well, I can't really do that, can I? I guess we'll go off this one. There's a tunnel right there too, but I think this will actually let me go underneath. There we go. And then this way and hook it up into here if I can. Ooh, it's a tough one here. Here we go. Try to go here and then wrap in. There we go. All right, so that'll provide more of that direction. So we have this one done, this one done, this one done. And then I had another one I wanted to, maybe from here, maybe we'll get that one going underground as well. So maybe I can bring this over kind of like that, and then from there all the way over. Again, I want to just make sure I'm not above ground here. Come on. Yep, we're good. And then right there to there. Okay. Is there any others I need to connect that I don't see right now? There's this one, but that's got power going into it right there. If there's only two arrows, that means it has something connected to it, right? So I think we're fine. Yeah. So then the next part of this, now that we're getting like supplemental power from nuclear into Cernikova, the next part of this is making sure that we can get nuclear power to Ziernoski. That's another matter entirely. That's going to be much more difficult, I think. But we have this switch here that we're going to pull off of directly in this direction, and we'll probably get, I think, I need to figure out where exactly this transformer is going to go. It's got to be in this area somewhere to be close enough to really have an impact. So, but I don't want to get rid of all these trees. Like, I like the way the trees are in these areas. I don't want to say that the trees are, you know, they're not like specifically placed or anything. I don't need them to be perfect where they are, but I don't want this to turn into a place that's very bare with no trees, right? I like this right here is too bare for me. I would like to get more trees in this area. I just haven't bothered to do it just yet. But, so, you know, like, and the further away from the city I go with this, though, the more individual small lines underground I'm going to need. I think maybe here could be cool. This is an interesting spot for one transformer to exist. Let's try here. There's a tunnel there. I'm gonna have to get around that somehow, but let's try here. Give that a shot, and then I'm gonna need another one anyway. So how about we get another one maybe over here? And I'm worried about it going under the field, but make do unless I can get it here. No, there's no road connection is impossible there. Okay, we'll maybe flip this over, and maybe we'll put this right over here. Yeah, let's try this right. Try not to. All right, we'll go here. Okay, so now what I need is to make sure that the road will actually complete, and it will. Very good. This one over here as well. The road needs to be attached to the one-way. It's just how that goes. And then they're gonna have to leave the other direction, which I don't really want to have happen. So we're gonna go like that. And then let's make sure that you are that way and you are, yeah, like that. Okay, cool. And then this side over here, also, we want to make sure that the traffic is told what to do. There we go. Okay, so from this side, let's go high voltage, and we'll take, I think, 7s in both directions, but I think, yeah, I think we'll take 7s in both directions. I'm just worried, like, this side over here, we might be able to get to the industry stuff. They're going to use more power. This is all industry stuff. So I think maybe we'll take the 12, because there's a good chance that I bring another 7 into here later on. So let's take the 12, and we'll go this way with it. And we're going to hook up to that transformer right there. Yep. So we're going to go underground a little bit here. That should be good, like that. And then this 12 goes in like that. Okay. And then we can bring 7. I don't really see this needing more than that on this side. So we'll bring 7 over here. And I kind of want to make sure I'm not getting into the way of a lot of farms. And I also need to make sure I'm not getting in the way of a lot of these tunnels. There's so many tunnels in here, which is great. I love tunnels. Tunnels are so great. Tunnels are basically that tunnel life, right? Let's go like this. Make sure we're low, and then we want to come up. Oh, I was worried about that because the tunnel's right there. Okay, so one thing we can do in this game is you can transfer from being underground to above ground. So we're going to try that instead. So this is a 7 that's being brought, okay? So we're going to bring it up to the surface. Right about here should be fine. Okay, and then from that surface point, we can then transition from the 7 that we have to, let's say, an 8. Make sure we're not wasting the underground line. So from that connection point, we can then bring it out. Oh my gosh, it's too close to the field. It's too close to the farm. All right, back it up. Back it up. And this time we'll make sure that we bring it out a little bit more. So we'll say maybe it's right here. We could bring it like right here. Yeah, right there. So it sticks out right here instead. Okay, and then again, that 8 comes in. No way, man. Oh, okay, hang on. This is fine. Okay, we'll do it there. That's even more discreet. So bring it back all the way to about here. All right, and then we'll take it from this spot. We're gonna get this eventually. And then it's got to get around this. All right, what's the deal here? No way. You're just refusing to connect. Bring it back. There we go. Bring it lower, I guess. You got to get underneath this tunnel. Maybe I can go over it. I can go over it. Let's go over it. And then from there, we go around and connect to that. There we go. Okay. So that allows us to bring that 7 all the way over to this point here. And then since I can't connect it underground because of this, it just basically gets lifted up from this, and then it's above ground and it's fine. Okay. And then that is going to, again, brings the nuclear power all the way over here. That's one connection. That means that this is the second point. So it's very quick. And it should prefer that over any coal power coming in. And so when I decide to take this border connection and I tell it to stop buying power, even if I tell it to buy power, honestly, because there's 1, 2, and then it goes in, that creates extra connections. So I'm hoping that that means that this area will prefer the nuclear power because of it. But I can also, when I leave a substation, when I drop a substation in here, so like let's find, like say this one for example, there is a toggle switch here that says higher priority, and if I click this, I think anything that's in its range will prefer to take power from this one over the other ones that are in the same area. I don't know if it actually does it, but I believe that's what higher priority means. And so basically any substation coming in from nuclear, I'll tick higher priority on, and then that will hopefully get them to pull power from there, okay? And then from over here, we really should have nuclear power anyway, because this is coming from, you know, down in here. It's already routed. So it really should be nuclear power through here anyway, but I can't tell whether that's really true or not. And then over here is not going to be nuclear powered. I don't have that yet. It will be eventually, but it's not yet. Because remember, this line is coming all the way around. Oh, you guys, I wonder how long you've been sitting here. I bet you've been sitting here for an incredibly long time, maybe months. Where's my alert? Huh? Where's my alert telling me the trains have been waiting too long? I mean, I probably deleted it. I mean, there wasn't any alerts here when I started the video, so I have a tendency to delete all my alerts right when I stop recording. As soon as I stop, I'll delete all the alerts that are irrelevant to me, so that when I start playing again, the only messages that are up here are messages that have occurred while I've been playing. And you know, it's just the thing I do, and I apparently have just overlooked the trains, but they're doing this. You can get a progress report on this here too, right? So they're coming through here, they're gonna dink around with these, and then they're gonna go this way, and that rail is done. That bridge over this troubled road is done. And so we just need this other bridge to be completed, and then we'll have a loop. I mean, we already have a loop in one direction, but we'll have a loop in the other direction too, which will be really nice to see. And then they also have started on the tunnel. And I love how the tunnel, it kind of just goes into the mountain like this. Because oftentimes the tunnels don't do that, right? They're fully up on top, and they just like hard stop. So you'll get tunnels. I can show you, like, I think you already know what I'm talking about, but just in case you don't, like this one right here. Right? It's like a hard stop. It goes in, and then it's just like hard stop. This is the back of the tunnel entrance, right? You know it's going down, but it's just stopping here. I love it when it looks like this. When it's like actually going into the mountain, and you can't see the other side. It makes it look real authentic to me. I like that. And if I look underneath, we are already out here, and it is still laying the bricks in on this side. At least I think it is. It's not doing anything. What are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? You don't look like you're doing anything. Is this there's 5 workers on site. Is this actually doing something? Yeah, it is. There's these numbers are changing. Yeah. It just doesn't have any animation. Okay, fine. So it's working on that rail right there, but laying in the laying bricks for the tunnel. So the tunnel's already bored. It's already bored, and then we're just, yeah, we have to make the tunnel actually stable and stuff. Okay, cool. No probs. You are gonna go bye-bye. Then this one can come on in and start continuing on its journey, continuing on its job. This Republic has come a long way, man. It's come such a long way. And look at this airport. You can really see it, how it's going to be laid out with the contrast behind the snow and everything. Looks real nice that way. Looks like the rail is gone. Hey, you guys already did that. That's neat. Thanks for doing that so fast, you guys. Okay, let's see if we can make that happen. It's in this menu, right? Yeah, right here. Railroad gate. So now that this is out of the way, I should be able to kind of go something like this is what I'm thinking. Something like that. That might be too close. We'll see. This is a trial and error process here, kind of, you know. Let's bring this around. This wasn't saved from when I had to reload, but it's okay. Bring this around. Bring this around like that. And then can I connect it here? So I need to be able to connect that. So it's coming up just a little bit more. So we'll bring this railroad gate out, and I have to be conscious of where the rail is too. So and also the exit wall. So it's got to be a real perfect positioning here, I think. So let's see if we can maybe bring it from this side. And bring it around like that. And then very good. Okay, that'll work. And then you need to come out like that. There it is. And then out that way. Okay. Then I need to delete these roads again. Okay, so we'll take this rail and we bring it out like that. Yep. And then you can bring in, I'll just pop right in here like that. So it's kind of like a checkpoint. Train comes in. And maybe we could say that we have advanced scanning technology in our checkpoints here. And as the train passes by it, we can know everything that's inside it because we're scanning it for hazardous stuff, and we just know now. That's got to be what it is, right? Yeah, that's us. That's our really advanced technology that we have in our republic. Now you know. If you weren't sure how advanced we are in the year 2028, well, now you know. Did you know in the year 2028 we get scanning technology that automatically scans and flags any train that has hazardous cargo in it? Yeah, there you go. It's a thing. Now you know. Probably have something like that. I don't know if we have it for like all types of cargo, but we probably have some stuff that scans trains like that, right? If we don't, I feel like it should exist. You know, for the security of our rail network, I feel like it should exist. Connect this on this side. Let's do that. Let's connect this road. Well, I can't do that just yet because I need to make sure that the road... Ooh. No biggie. From this side, we can do it. We can say that this road comes around. Yeah. This road comes around and then connects over here. Yeah. And then I guess this side can come off and do the same. We'll have it come over here, and that way that this unsecure road, right, needs to come over here. You need to get past security, and then you can get into this side. That's how that's going to work. So we already took this away, but we really don't need it anymore, do we? Because this road is pointless now. So let's bring it all the way around and get rid of it. Pointless roads eliminated. Feels good. The more pointless roads I can eliminate, I got a feeling the better performance my game's going to have. I feel like that's a bad spot for that now. We can probably just do that here instead. Here we go. And then make sure that is good. Here we go. Okay. And now we'll let the game stutter like crazy as it tries to calculate everyone's pathing again. And we're done. Okay, so now the road... the wall can be brought from this side here, and it just brings it all the way out like that. It's gonna look nice too, having this wall, because now like all these rails will come by, and there's this big wall here, and there's some privacy. I don't know why you'd need privacy, but that's what I'm thinking of right now. Okay, so I'm gonna let it run some more. Winter is harsh for everything. There's more cars on the roads, right, because of all the plows. So pathing and the stutters and the frame rates, that combined with snowfall and stuff, it hits the game even harder in the winter. I'll be right back. It's actually quite a process to tear down these rails. It takes quite a bit of time. There's a lot of damage here that's got to be cleaned up. A lot of debris, and it's taken up. Not stopping my oil train, which I don't think will have a huge impact on my civilization, but here we go. And it looks like most of that's cleaned up now, I think. Maybe. There it goes. Yeah, it's gone. This guy will move. You will move now. We're going to let this train go first, hopefully. There we go. And then I believe you are on track for the other side of this whole situation. There we go. And you're saying you can't get there, or what? Oh boy. Yeah, this is an ordeal. Why do you think you can't get there? Just get there. Come on. And you're obviously not going to be out of the way of this train. So now this train's going to have to wait, which at least it's a passenger train. But it's actually going to tear. It's going to occupy this too. I wonder if you can move. Can you get there? If I tell you to ignore the red signal, can you bypass this? It's only sticking out a little bit. There you go. Yeah, you're going that way. Perfect. Okay. So you can make it. I don't know if you can get back, though. You shouldn't be able to. because it's definitely sticking out, but it's fine. We can take a look really quick while that's doing it, just to see how we're doing on heat. Because last winter actually was a little bit of a problem with heat because the power was skitching it in and out. But this winter, it should be solid. We have all the power situations sorted now. So you're going to see 20C, 21C. There's a couple of buildings here that are just a little bit on the light side, but nothing detrimental to health, really. It's okay. It's a little bit of fluctuation there. Over here should be okay. It's really just this little heat plant is only doing a little bit there. But pretty much everybody here is nice and safe. I don't think there's really anything to worry about on the other side here. None of this stuff needs heat. So it's over here. Let's see. So anything that says 20 degrees C in orange is just a building that is not completed. It's just a building that isn't built yet. All right. That's why it's locked at 20 C like that. Over here, though, it's definitely got a little bit every once in a while. It seems okay, though. It seems pretty safe for the most part. I think we're good. And then over here, everybody's nice and warm over here. Seems good. This is also a nice way to tell whether or not any of my collapsed structures are under construction, is if they're just locked at 20C. I can see that they collapsed at one point and they're coming back. And there we go. All these buildings are good. And then these ones over here are very, very cold. But it's because we don't have anyone working in this heating plant yet. It's shut down. And it's because nobody should be living here. They're all shut off. So like these buildings can be cold because there's nobody there. So yeah, pretty much everybody's heat is taken care of for the winter. Should be great. And as we get their power hooked up over there, it'll be even more stable as well, which would be nice too. Okay, so almost done maybe? Oh, you're got a question mark now? No, you're good. I really do need to get you out of here though. Hurry up. 2 days, 1 day, 0 days. And we're gonna be done here. As soon as that thing decides to do it, I'll hit Control H and get this thing out of here. Now, it can probably, no, it's gonna be stuck, I figured. Okay, off you go. Control H gone. All right, now everything can return to normal, please. I'll cheat this one back too, because I can. Okay, so right here, we wanna go ahead and do this now too. So let's just kind of get this closed. We'll pause it just for the sake of our frame rates, get those back. And I think we'll go ahead, I know it's nighttime. Is it close to day? It's right in the very middle of night. It's fine. We'll just get rid of, let's say, this road up to here. You guys should be able to see this. I got, a little lighter nights now, right? So it should be fine. We want to take our railway gate. Did we flip this the other direction? Yeah, I don't think it matters. No, I think we're okay with this direction. So we'll go about, let's say, here with it. This will be fine, right about here. Okay. And then this road, this wall, sorry, goes in like that. Yep. And then it comes around. And it'll end up being probably about like this. It's a little bit harsh. I'm trying to make nice, smooth. Yeah, I don't like really harsh turns on these walls. Some places it kind of has to happen, but as many times as I can, I want nice smooth curves. I actually cleaned this one up. This was kind of messy, so I cleaned that one up already too. This one over here, I don't think it's possible just because of the way the road comes in. I need that sharp turn. And then, this one here is only doing a sharp turn because I'm using the tunnel. I mean, I probably could wrap that around, make it look a little nicer, right? I could do that. We could, right? We could do that. Let's just do this. All right. This will make it look nicer, I think, from an aerial point of view. When we're looking down on it from the heavens, from our place, where we reside in the sky. Because if you didn't know that, we are the man in the sky in this game, right? There we go. So I think that's going to look a little more pleasant. This one here. The problem with this one is I want it to be away from the wings, because there'll be wings of planes, right? And I don't know if they're going to extend this far, but this is a pretty harsh turn. So I feel like maybe we could get away with just a little bit smoother here, right? We can maybe go around. It's smoother than it was. It's an okay adjustment. I'm all right with that adjustment. So that's it. The wall is all the way around. I mean, we just need to rebuild the tracks. So we'll put these tracks and we'll just say we want to put them like that and like that and then like that and like that. And then the roads, if you didn't see that yet. This road, I'm actually going to connect it on this side. Yep. And we'll actually do it with, let's change this one up a little bit. So this road comes out and it will wrap around, I say about like this. That's fine. All right. And we'll maybe get rid of this a little bit back. Bring it out like that. All right. And then this road will just connect here. And then on this side, hold on, it's got to recalculate the routes and stuff now. And almost done, I think. It's like a slideshow. Right here, we got this road connected here. Oh, and then it comes around. This is winter time for you, man. Pause. It comes around this way, and then we're good. Okay, so I'm liking it. I think we're good. This road is done, actually. So we got people driving up through here. We're going to start getting access in through here. Obviously, it had access before, but I'm putting in these little road things. And then once they build this road, we can connect these two up. Then these things will be connected. If I could go back and change this, which I can do that, right? That's possible to do. I would probably make the entrance to this warehouse be on this side just so it looks a little cleaner. But it's not that big of a deal. I'm planning to connect it here and here. So if a truck wants to come here, it's got to come through the gate, get checked. And then it's going to turn here and then go that way. Or it turns here and goes that way, depending on what it's dropping off. Okay. Cool. So I know we really didn't do much this video, but it was kind of all about the wall, right? But I feel like we also had a good time, all right? We still had a decent time. We hooked up some power lines over there, and we just have to wait for them to build it, is essentially all it is. But I'm going to let you go here. That's been Workers Wednesday. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful adventure. When we come back for the next one, it will be the year 2029. And I'm going to wait until winter is done. All right? If anything exciting happens, I'll start the video with that. Take it easy. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.